Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it has been so long since I have made a YouTube video on this channel. Hello, how are you doing today? Let me tell you, it feels pretty good, pretty darn good to be back making some Sims content here on YouTube. It has been a hot minute. It's actually been almost half a year. Can you believe that? It's almost been half a year since I've made a video here, so I would just like to apologize for my absence. Here I am thinking I'm gonna make a new video every week for this channel, which, I did for like a month or two, maybe at the most. So I do apologize I've been away for so long, but I have a very good reason. So a lot of you know that I was making my YouTube videos on my old MacBook that I used all through college, and it sucked. Just to put it bluntly, it was the worst device you could possibly play The Sims on, and let alone make Sims YouTube videos on. So I had actually already made this house. I knew I wanted to give the 100 baby house a makeover, and I had actually already done that. Well, I had almost finished doing that, but then my MacBook completely crashed on me. I lost all of my progress. It was very, very sad. So I just decided to throw in the towel and just wait until I got my PC, which brings me to some good news. I have my PC. So you'll notice that my graphics are no longer on low, which is a blessing. So much better to look at. I got those ultra graphics now, and I am living the dream, truly. So another big reason why I haven't really been making any YouTube content on this channel is because I've been actually streaming on Twitch a lot lately. I've been playing a ton of The Sims 4 on stream. I actually started a new legacy challenge on stream, and my sim is currently pregnant with generation 5. I'm trying to get up to 10 generations, which is the farthest I've ever gotten in a legacy in The Sims. I'm very proud of myself. So if you want to check me out on Twitch, I will leave the link in the description below. I also play a lot of Animal Crossing, Super Mario 64, Red Dead Redemption 2. I play a bunch of stuff. I'll leave the link in the description if you're interested. So anyway, focusing on the house, on the actual build, as you saw at the very, very beginning, I just started with a bunch of little boxes. I was like, okay, this is going to be this person's bedroom, this is going to be this person's bedroom, we can have this here and this here. And I was working with a very tight budget. I did not have a lot of money to start with, so it's quite a small house. It's still just a little starter house, basically, and it is green. And that is because I always make like white houses or blue houses. And if you look at all the other houses around this one, they're all like white or beige, and it's just very boring. I didn't want this house to look like every other house around it. So I decided to go with green. I'm not too sure how I feel about it. I decided to keep it in the end just because it was different anyways. But let me know if you either love or hate the green, because I honestly can't decide. So all of the windows from this pack are from the Seasons expansion pack, and the front door is from the nifty knitting pack. And I really like that door. I like the little flowers we get on the outside of it. I think it just adds a really nice touch. And this lot is in Willow Creek. I demolished the Daisy Hovel, I don't really know how to say that, but I demolished that house that was there before because it was a little bit ugly and it was just getting a little bit too small for our needs. So like I said, this house is for our 100 baby challenge, and I started this like months ago, so long ago. And we started with our matriarch, Ashlyn Hoover, and she's an erratic slob, and she's also a goofball. Like, she is a very, very weird sim. And we are up to 6 children at the moment, and I believe we're pregnant again. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to look back on the videos because it's been so long, I honestly don't even remember. But to jog your memory with what I do remember, all of the kids we've had so far have been twins. And that's because we put that lot tray on this lot so we would get twins, because I just want this to go as fast as possible. Like, if we could get pregnant 50 times as opposed to 100 times, that we could just bust this out a lot faster, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, all of my kids have been twins so far. So I had a set of girls, Ashley and Brett, and then I had a set of boys, Caleb, and Dante. And then I had another set of boys, Eddie and Freddie. So right now my household is set up with 7 Sims and I only have room for 1 more. So when I do get pregnant again, I'm only going to be giving birth to 1 baby, which is honestly a relief. So as for the landscaping on this lot, I strictly only use items from the debug menu, and you can access this menu by turning on your cheats and then typing in bb.show hidden objects and then bb.show live edit objects. And then when you type debug into the search bar in your build section, it's going to bring up this whole secret menu of cool landscaping options, and basically any cool items that you see in the background of your Sims world you can place on your lot, and they're all totally free. So that's what I did for all of the landscaping, and I may or may not have gone a little overboard. I did bring it back a little bit, as you just saw in the build there. So I do apologize if my landscaping is a little bit obnoxious, but I've been playing a lot of the new cottage living pack, which, speaking of, how are we all liking it? I am absolutely loving it. I really, really like the new cottage living pack. But I've also been building cottages and landscaping the heck out of them. Just putting flowers and grass and bushes and trees everywhere. Oh, it is so beautiful. I really, really like the items we get with that pack. So I did use a lot of debug items from the cottage living pack to decorate around this house. But again, that's all from the debug menu. And then I just used some terrain paint to kind of darken up all of that flowery area, and then also just kind of make this patio area. Because terrain paint is also free. It just saves me from having to buy some stones in the actual like tile menu. So definitely debug menu and terrain paint are great ways to make your lot look a lot more full and expensive than it really is. And it's also a great way to blend your lot into the world around it. And I really like that. I like it just feeling like one world and not just like this random lot placed in this world, if you know what I mean. But yeah, then I just placed some monkey bars in the backyard, and that's really it for the exterior. Now we're moving on to the interior of the build. And before you get too excited, I just want to warn you, it is very, very empty inside of this house. And that is because I pulled a lot of the furniture from the household inventory. So it was all stuff that my Sims honestly already had. Because as you can see, I only have about 2,000 simoleons left to furnish this entire house. So the way I decided to split up the rooms, like I said before, I have my set of girls, my twin girls, and then I have 2 other sets of twin boys. So I have 4 boys and 2 girls. So I made this huge room for the boys. They're all toddlers right now. So I thought they could all share a room, and I gave it this nice like green leafy wallpaper from the Parenthood pack. And then I gave the girls the smaller bedroom, and also from the Parenthood pack gave it like this nice pink heart wallpaper, and I use this wallpaper a lot. I really do use the Parenthood wallpaper quite a bit when I am making kids' bedrooms, but it's just so cute. I really like the different options that we have. And then I thought, since we have 4 toddlers, it would probably be a good idea to have 2 bathrooms in this house. So I have 1 bathroom right off the girls' bedroom there. I just gave them a couple of bunk beds. And then the other bathroom here is right next to the boys' bedroom. And I think that will just come in handy a lot to have the extra toilet, the extra shower, extra tub. It'll just be a lifesaver in the end. And then I basically just started going through my household inventory and started placing all of the furniture I already had. So I placed Ashlyn's bed in her bedroom in the back of the hallway there. I placed the toddler beds in the boys' bathroom. I have my awful counters, just setting up a little bit of a kitchen in the corner here. And I feel like I used this subway tiling in every single one of my builds. Almost every kitchen I make has that white subway tiling. Anyway, jumping back over to the boys' bedroom, I just gave them all of their little training potties at the end of their beds. I know I probably don't need 4 of them, but you know, whatever. I'm kind of jumping all over the place here because, like I said, I was just kind of unloading my household inventory and placing things where I thought they would look good. So I got the bookshelf in there. I got some birth certificates. I definitely don't have everyone's birth certificates, so I don't really know what happened there. I think I honestly accidentally deleted them when my MacBook crashed like half a year ago. But hey, let's just be grateful I still have this save file. Now, the living space is hands down the ugliest part of this whole build, and I do plan to extend it, make it a little bit bigger once I get a bit more money. I was kind of struggling on how I should really lay it out and where I could put a table. So you will see me change the living room quite a bit in this speed build, and I do apologize for that. I'm a very indecisive person, and if you watch my streams, you will learn that very quickly. I honestly get a little stressed out building on stream, just having to make decisions and hoping that it looks good and that it's not a bad decision. So I was really struggling with this living room. I'll honestly probably end up changing it once we get in there and make it a little bit bigger. It was just almost a little bit too small for what I actually wanted to do, but I just decided to call it a day. I was like, I don't care, it's white and boring, but like our kids will throw paint everywhere and that will be our art. And now we're moving on to the girls' bathroom, and I chose this base game tile in this really nice kind of orange tile. I really like this, and I just thought it was kind of a fun color to add onto the girls' bedroom. They just have a shower. I didn't really have enough money for a tub shower combo, so I just took what I could get, you know? And apparently I used a lot of items from Parenthood in this build because the sink in that bathroom was also from Parenthood in that nice gray swatch. And all of the wainscoting in the living room and the main bedroom here are also from Parenthood. So if you like to build a lot in The Sims, maybe consider getting that pack if you haven't yet. So now I'm just adding all of Ashlyn's baby daddies on the wall. I want to eventually build a whole shrine dedicated to the 100 men that we've slept with. Well, I guess it would be more like 50 if they're all going to be twins. It's going to be between like 50 and 100 men, and they all have to be different. That's like the whole challenge, is we can't have woohoo with the same sim twice. And if you haven't checked out my other 100 baby challenge videos, I will definitely link the playlist down below just to get you caught up. And I also explain the rules a little bit more if you're unfamiliar with the challenge. So definitely check that out if you're interested. And at this point, my household is really starting to run low on funds. I have about 700 simoleons left, and I really don't think I add anything new to the house from this point on. And instead of showing you some screenshots of the house, I thought it would just be fun to pop into the game and do a little tour. All right, and here is the 100 baby challenge house, all complete in its green glory. And of course we have Ashlyn and her toddlers just hanging out on the sidewalk over here. We'll just ignore them for now. So this is the outside of the house with all of our landscaping. We have our garden beds on the side there. And then around to the back, we have our little play area. So our kids can use the monkey bars. We can do school projects out here. I would like to eventually get a barbecue over here with a little picnic table or something. That's kind of what I picture for this whole backyard area. And then making our way inside. All right, so we're walking through the front door. We have our very empty, ugly kitchen and living/dining space. And eventually I do want to make this a lot bigger. I just want to expand all of this, bump it out a whole bunch, and it'll be a really nice big living area. It's just not in the budget right now. And then on the left here, we have our first bathroom that everyone can use. We have our sink, mirror, and toilet, Parenthood shower and tub, more Parenthood items, of course. And then across the hall, we have the girls' room. They aren't big enough to sleep in the bunk beds yet, but they will be soon. So I just figure that I would set this room up for them now. And again, very empty. They do have a toy box though. And they have their own bathroom here, again with the Parenthood sink and this nice orange tile from the base game. I just think it's nice that the girls have their own bathroom because this is a very chaotic house. So at least they have their own little escape here. They can just stay in their bedroom for the most part anyway. And then this room here is Ashlyn's room. She has her newborn babies, her big nice bed, and she has the sliding door going out onto the back porch area here. She has her easel because painting is really how we make most of our money in this household. And of course we have our wall of baby daddies. And like I said, I do really want to start a whole shrine eventually. I just think that would be really funny. And then going back out into the hallway, And down at the end of the hall, we have the boys' room or the toddlers' room. And right now, all of our kids, except for the 2 newborns, are toddlers. So the 2 girls will just stay in here until they're big enough to go into the other room. But they have their training potties, they have their building blocks, they have a Blarfy, they have their iPad, have a bookshelf. It's a nice little setup. And that is the 100 Baby Challenge house. And I feel like a broken record, but it is very empty because I've just been pulling from the household inventory. I don't have a ton of money to buy a lot of decorations, so I apologize that it's not the prettiest looking house. But I will still upload it to the gallery if for some reason anyone wants to download it. I'm not really too sure why you would want this house. It's not great. It's kind of just for my use, but if you do want it, I will post it. You can really do whatever you want with it if you just want to use it for a shell. I will leave all of the information on that in the description below. My gallery ID is Nintendo64. But yeah, you can find all that in the description. And now that this build is done, now that this video is done, I will be filming the next part of the 100 Baby Challenge very shortly. So I'm sorry for all of you who may have been waiting for the next part. It is finally coming, and I'm sorry that it took so long to get here. And if you'd like to check out the first few parts of the 100 Baby Challenge, I will link them in the description below. And I will also link my Twitch channel below if any of you are interested in watching me live stream. And with that, if you enjoyed this video, consider hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and if you have any suggestions for a future video, you can leave it down in the comments below. And I hope you all have a great day today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!